For you about the type of fun we have as volunteers and campers with disabilities. And we hope at the end of this film you're inspired to possibly make a donation or even come to camp as a volunteer or as a camper. So enjoy, and I'll see you at the end of the tape. Thanks. Here's one of my very favorite campers. Would you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Peter.
Nice to see you this morning, Peter.
Good to see you, too.
It's a beautiful day here
Oh,
at Camp WALH Camp.
It's gorgeous with all these trees and the bright blue sky.
I know you guys really enjoy this camp. Now tell me something, how important is it in your life that you come to Camp WALH each year?
It's very important. It's just to get away from the city. I'm from Milwaukee. Just to get away from the city for a week. Get out in the sunshine, fresh air, the friendships you make here at camp.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
A lot of freedom, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You can pretty much do what you want. A lot of us can't go swimming normally. We can swim here. Campfires. Lots of eating. Lots of ice cream.
So the food's pretty good here, huh?
It's got its good points and bad points. Some days are better than others.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. Is there anything you'd like to say to the people who are watching this film?
Just that we need all the support we can get. Like I said before, this is very important camp for people. Gets them outside and with their friends. That's about it.
Well, thank you, Peter. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope to see you later on this film.
I hope to.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye. How important would you say this?
Hi, my name is Suzanne. I'm a volunteer here with Little Help Camp.
That's nice to see you, Suzanne. How many times have you been here at camp?
This is my 4th camp.
And your camper is?
Marianne, and this year I have Marianne and Esther.
That's great. Now, do you guys have any fun here at camp?
We have lots of fun.
What kind of stuff do you do?
We take walks, we go on trail rides, and we go swimming. And Marianne, who doesn't usually get a shower at home, is able to get a shower here every day if she wants. And
That's
so
great.
we usually do that.
That's
and
great.
There's arts and crafts to be done. There's a lot of talking. There's a bonfire. There's card games and games all night long. We also watch videos.
Campfire singing.
Everybody helps everybody around here, and there's a lot of love at this camp.
Well, the inevitable question here is, how's the food?
The food is, not as good as it could be. We are pretty happy with what we get, though, for now.
That's great.
Keeps the nutrition good enough to survive.
Well, thanks, Suzanne, for this little interview, and we'll see you a little bit later in this movie.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, here we are for a little sports entertainment. Some bouncer fly 500, done wheelchair style. They're having a great time. Okay, here we are at the swimming pool, and everyone seems to be having a very wet time. It's great that they have this Olympic-sized pool, and that everyone can play a little water volleyball and get a little suntan. And we've got a nice lifeguard here, and there she is, and she's doing a great job. So here's the old swimming hole, and boy does it feel good to jump in there and cool off and be weightless for a while. Well, we'll come back to the swimming pool probably tomorrow.
Hi, my name is Cheryl. I'm from Green Bay. And I've been coming to With a Little Help camp for about 5 years now.
That's great, Cheryl. We're glad you consented to this interview because you're very beautiful today.
Thank you.
Are you having a good time here at camp?
Great time.
Yeah. And it's really nice to see everybody interact, isn't it?
Yep, it's nice to be around good friends I haven't seen in a long time.
Everybody's helping each other.
Yes.
Everybody has a different disability. And tell me, does this camp mean a lot to you?
Yes, it means everything to me. It means to be with good friends, get away from Green Bay for a while, get away from the kids, and have a good time and be myself.
That's right. Freedom and fun in the sun. I totally agree. So now the inevitable question, how's the food here at camp?
It's okay. Could be better, but hey, I don't have to cook it, so that's all right.
That's what everybody says. Thanks for your time, hon.
Sure.
And by the way, did I say you look terrific?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Mark Gray. This is my 16th year at With a Little Help summer camp out of 18 total years. I started out at Camp Byron, Wisconsin, and keep coming back. The camp is fantastic. I've been with these people at the camp since they've been little children or little kids and grown up with them. Now they're friends of mine who we go and share times with after camp. The camp is one of the best weeks of the year, and I wouldn't miss it for rain or shine.
Well, it's great to have you too, Mark. We all appreciate you and the help you give to everyone. And you're fun to be with. And tell me, you having a good time here?
I'm having a great time, even though this is only like the second day. It's been such a great week so far.
It has
We've
been.
had great weather. People are great. The food's been great. You can't ask for any more.
I say we can't. Well, here we are poolside looking at all the pretty girls. And I'll be talking to you later in this film, Mark.
Okay,
Thanks a
Robert.
lot. Huh?
I'm Joe Clens. I've been coming to camp for 25 years, and since MDA doesn't fund our camp, they don't let us go to camp. I've been coming up here for the last 18 years, and I wouldn't miss it for anything. It's great.
That's
The
great,
weather's
Joe.
excellent this week so far, and this crafts and sports and pool. It's all fun.
Tell me, Joe, would you say this camp is pretty important to the kids who come here?
Yeah, I think so. You meet a lot of people, and they're like your family, and it's actually really important because, I mean, you meet people and they really become your best friends. And
Yeah, it's a big summer event in my life. I know that. We have a great time here. Let me ask you another question. What do you think of the food?
it's so.
An honest man. Well, thanks, Joe. I'll be seeing you later on in this film. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Meg. Basically, I am one of the WABIC staff who kind of do all the things behind the scenes. I haul a lot of firewood because you guys like to have big bonfires.
Yeah.
And I take care of the trails, and we do your dishes after your meals, do all sorts of stuff like that.
We appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate it.
How long have you been here, Meg?
This is my second summer up here. I'll probably be back next year, too.
Would you say it's really a meaningful experience?
I find it wonderful working up here. You meet so many people, you learn so much about yourself and about other people, and it's a good time.
Well, we really appreciate this little interview. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Zach. I'm coming to camp for like about 3 years. And it's nice up here, and it's a lot better than the food at the other camp I used to go to, the kids camp.
Yeah.
Food's a lot more real, and we have a lot of things to do up here, a lot of cool people up here.
Yeah.
You know everybody who's up here usually. You know, they've been to other camp before, so I'm used to it.
That's great.
And
Well, Zach, tell me, how important is the camp to you?
very important. I look forward to it every summer.
Yeah, me too. And how about the food? Can you tell us anything about the food?
It's better here than the other camp I went to.
Well, I don't know if that's saying much, but maybe something will be good tomorrow on the menu.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for your interview.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Mike. I live in Illinois, and I'm attending Camp WABIC for the second year. last year I heard about this experience through a friend at another adult camp that I attend in the Chicagoland area. And I enjoy going to the camping experience because I live in a city and the standard city life can get monotonous. So once I heard about this, I came up last year and I'm coming for life.
That's great, Mike, and we're glad to have you here. Tell me, would you say that this camp is pretty important in your life?
Oh yes, you can learn so much because there's such a wide variety of people that attend such an outing.
Yeah, a lot of different disabilities, yeah.
Yeah, just regular people too. Just,
Yeah.
you know, there's so many people, and I'm a big people person, and you get to meet such a wide scope. You know, there are thousands of people out in this world, and I'm the type of person that would like to meet as many of them as I can.
That's excellent.
And it's like when I come up here, it helps me out because it gives me a week away. I know there's a place I can go. I can have a roof over my head, and I can get meals for a week, and I come up and see friends that I only see once, twice a year.
Excellent. Freedom. Freedom and sunshine. Well, Mike, speaking of food, how would you rate the food here at Camp Wabeek?
I'm gonna have to give it 2 thumbs up because, to be honest, I've go to other summer camps, and the one that I go to, the food is average. It depends on the cook. So that the 2 years I've come up here, I actually look forward to attending the meals, surprisingly enough.
Awesome. Me too. Well, thanks for your time, and I'll be seeing you later in this film.
Yes, take care.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Joan Jones. I'm a nurse for one of the campers here. I go with him. I've been here about every 3 or 4 years now. I really enjoy myself. It's a really fun time. The trails around here, the area is just beautiful. And everybody can come together and enjoy themselves. Ryan has a terrific time here, and it's very important to him. He had to give it up for a few years, and he felt really bad with it. But now that the nurses can come with him, he's on a ventilator and everything, and he can come. And now we have 3 ventilators coming, and it's a real special time. He can't get together with his friends otherwise in such a group setting. And they get to socialize, play sports, they get to go in the pool. They do whatever you want to do, and it's really a special time for them.
It is a great feeling of freedom, isn't it, for the
Mhm.
campers?
Yeah, they really enjoy themselves a whole lot.
Well, Joan, let me ask you, are you having a good time?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Well, you look like you are. And how's the food?
It's camping, it's camping food, it's
More
so
hot
good.
dogs, less Salisbury steak.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. We hope to see you again down the line here.
Okay, bye.
My name is Justin. I've been coming to the WALH Camp for 5 years now, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, Justin, how did you first hear about this camp?
When I was attending another camp, the MDA summer camp for kids under 21, somebody mentioned it to me, and I said, I'll think about going. And my brother and I decided to go. We both enjoyed it, so we just kept coming back.
Well, that's great. Now, tell me a little bit about how important this camp is to you every year.
Oh, it's great. I really enjoy getting away, from everyday life.
Yeah.
And just coming to camp. It's also nice because I get to see a lot of people I like and know.
And there's a lot of activities here, too, aren't there?
Yeah, the sports are a lot of fun.
Yeah. So how about the food? The inevitable question, how about the food?
Well, in comparison to all the other camps I've been to, the food is pretty good, actually.
That's good to hear. I like it, too.
There is some meals that aren't so good, but it's always that way. So
Yeah.
it's like any restaurant.
Yeah, we're glad you appreciate it, and I'm going to have to move on to our next vacationer. I thank you for your time.
You bet.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Hi, I'm Arthur Lepp. I've been coming to With a Little Help summer camp for 11 years. I started in 1988. And I heard about the camp from my friends June Rice and Jim Coyne.
Right.
And I decided to come up for the week and have been having a good time coming up to weekend camps and summer camp. And I enjoy the camaraderie with friends here at camp, and we all have a good time, and the food's great. It's just a nice place to be. And the last few months I've had an injured tendon in my hand where my parents had to take care of me a little more than they've had to in the past, and for them it's a week vacation for my parents that I'm here at camp. They don't have to really take care of me for the week.
Well, that's excellent, Art. Well, that just about covers it all. I really appreciate this short interview, and I hope you have a great time at camp this year. Thanks again.
Sure. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
My name is Marianne Crick. I've been coming up here to with the WALH Camp 12 years. And well, I've actually been going to camp since 1972, muscular dystrophy camp. I work part-time at the Easter Seals Recreation Center in Milwaukee as an intake coordinator.
That's great.
And I keep myself real busy. I do a lot of volunteer work with Easter Seals also, and other organizations, Muscular Dystrophy Association. And I volunteered at St. Luke's South Shore in the gift shop for, it'll be 40 years next year. And I love everything I do.
That's wonderful.
And my disability does not keep me down. I do everything everybody else does, but I do it from a wheelchair.
That's terrific, Marianne.
Life is great.
Well, you seem to be having a great time at summer camp. Tell me a little bit about how important this is to you every year.
This camp is very important because it's pretty much the only vacation I ever get.
Right on.
Without it, I'd be sitting home all the time or not going any place other than my job and my volunteer work. This gives me a week away from everything. You don't have to listen to the news or hear what's actually going on in the world for a whole week.
All right.
It's great just to be in the woods. It's wonderful.
Well, we're glad you're having a good time. Now, the last inevitable question. How's the food here?
It's all right. It could be better, but it's good.
Okay. Well, thank you for this little spot, and I hope to see you down the road here in the film. Have a good time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Cindy, and I'm a volunteer here at the WALH Camp. This is my first year here,
Yeah.
and I'm having a great time. Met a lot of really wonderful people. It's been a great experience.
It is a beautiful and unique experience. Do you think you'll come back next year?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I have to ask you, how did you hear about this place?
Well, I have a couple of friends with MD that I was invited to one of the fall camps, the weekend camps, and it was my first exposure, and really had a good time then, and I've been looking forward to this for months.
This is all about fun, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, the last and inevitable question. How's the food here at Camp, Cindy?
It's camp food. It's food prepared for a lot of people. So, you know, it's been pretty good. I thought it's been
I'm
good.
glad you like it.
Lots of food.
We hope to see you down the road here in the film. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Chris Holler, and I'm the director of Easter Seals Camp WALH. Throughout the course of the summer, we have campers from kids and teens all the way up to adults.
Great.
We have 1 week of kids with chronic asthma, and then at the end of the summer we have, with a little help, with individuals with muscular dystrophy, and also a camp for kids with arthritis. Throughout the course of the summer, we have staff from all over the world working with us, and the game plan for camp is to give campers or individuals with disabilities a wonderful time at camp.
All right, fun. That's why we're here. Well, Chris, that pretty much describes what's going on here. How long have you been here?
I've been the director of camp and respite for 2 years. And I've been the respite coordinator for 1 summer, and then I also worked as a counselor when I was going to college.
Great.
Way back in 91, 92, 93.
Is it a good job, would you say?
Excellent. You get to learn about, you get to meet a lot of people. You don't meet the disability, you meet the people. And you learn that here.
That's terrific. Well, the inevitable question is, how's the food here at Camp Wabeek?
I think it's pretty good, but then I can eat anything, so I like the food.
Me too. Thanks a lot for your time, and we hope to see you later on in this film.
Hello, my name is Larry, and this is my friend Billy. I've been coming to camp for about 14 years, and Billy's been coming for about 11 years. And I've been taking care of him for 10. And
Well, that's...
we enjoy each other tremendously.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Larry and Billy.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell me, how did you first hear about the WALH Camp, Larry?
I heard it from a bus driver by the name of Jim Coynes. And
Oh, yeah.
he gave me an application, and I filled it out, and I was accepted.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Well, would you say the food's pretty good here at Camp Wabeek?
Some meals are, and some meals aren't. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we hope to see you later on down the road in this little film.
All right.
Thanks, you guys. Have a great morning.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is John. I'm the volunteer nurse here at Camp Wabeek. I've been here for 5 years. I've also been a nurse at several other muscular dystrophy camps, mostly the kids' camps. I've been going to those camps since the early 1970s. Mostly my duties are of a mild medical nature, people getting constipated or diarrhea, cuts, scrapes, things like that. Occasionally there's something a little more of an emergency nature, but that's pretty rare. People are pretty safe here at camp, and they're usually pretty medically stable. I also take care of one gentleman so I'm also a volunteer attendant, so between the two that keeps me pretty busy. Camp is quite enjoyable, and the people here are just the best people in the world. There's good conversation and a lot of camaraderie here. It's a pleasure to be here, and no one here gets paid, but at least not in money, and just in friendship and good times.
Well, thanks a lot, John. We're really glad to have you here, too. It's great to have someone here in case of emergency. Let me ask you, how'd you first hear about the WALH Camp?
I knew June Price, actually, and she was one of the original founders of this camp and contacted me to come. I wasn't able to come right away because of other obligations in my life, but this is, I believe, my 5th or 6th year now, and wouldn't miss it.
Great. Well, the last and inevitable question, how's the food here, John?
Well, if you lower that camera, you can see no one's starving here, and we're all fat and sassy. Obviously, food could always be better, but no one's going away hungry here.
Excellent.
Mealtime is one of the enjoyable times of camp. We all get together and get to see everyone, and it's kind of the center point of our day.
I appreciate your time, John. Well, enjoy your camp, and I'll see you at lunch.
I'll be there.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Trish, and I've been here for 6 years, and I absolutely love this camp.
That's great. Good to see you, Trish.
Nice to see you too, Robert.
Now tell me, how'd you first hear about the WALH Camp in the Wisconsin Dells?
I heard about it from Todd Palkowski, Donna's brother.
And did they tell you that it would be on a volunteer basis, or that you'd have to pay a fee, or what did they tell you?
Well, since I'm a volunteer counselor, that's what they told me.
Okay, so the fee is waived for you?
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot of activities here at camp. What's your favorite?
Swimming. Going to the pool.
Mm-hmm. And you also play wheelchair football?
Yes, I do. I'm the pusher.
You're the pusher.
I'm the pusher.
Now tell me a little bit about the food here at the camp, Trish.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Glad to hear that. I like it too. You want to tell me what this camp means to you each summer? Is it important to you?
Yes, it is. It's nice to be with people who really don't know you,
Yeah.
but you have an opportunity to give them something that they can't do themselves.
That's great. Well, we hope to see you down the road here in this film. Have fun till I catch up with you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Here we have the organization of an afternoon hockey game with some members of the Wisconsin Badger hockey team who are volunteering their time. And we'll come back to the game when the action begins.
Hi, my name is Debbie. I'm from Green Bay, and I've been coming with a little help for 5 or 6 years now. And it is a very special time for me. It's a time to get away from the part of the world where I don't feel so accepted out there, and I do here. All my friends, we all have something in common, and we really enjoy each other's company. And I appreciate all the people here to help us because they have great hearts, and they're very, very good to us.
Thanks, Debbie. That's great.
Sure.
Let me ask you how you first heard about the WALH Camp at Wabeek.
Through a friend, Donna. She told me about it and strongly recommended it and said I wouldn't know what it's like until I got here. And I'm really glad that I actually heard it from Dan Geiger. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have came, but he convinced me and told me that it's really different from kids camp, but it's just a totally different experience that you would even appreciate more because it's laid back and there's lots of good things going on during the day.
Yeah, they're playing hockey right now with the members of the Wisconsin Badgers team. You can hear them in the background.
Right.
Do you have a favorite activity here?
Probably socializing.
Yeah, that's great. How about the food, Deb? Can I ask you about the food?
Oh, I'm happy that they serve food here.
Me too.
It'd be a long week without it.
Well, thanks. We hope to see you on down the road in this film, and you have a great time.
Thank you.
Okay, here we are back to the Wisconsin Badger hockey team versus the WALH team. Wow, look at that ball go.
Good save,
Peter's got it right in
Peter,
front of
good
him.
save.
He saved it. The goalie is on the ball. Oops, he's dropped his stick. Let's see, someone from his team is trying to retrieve the ball. Not away, kids. They're having a great time. Score right now is a 0-0. And we'll return to this game after this word from WALH Summer Camp.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, and I'm here with my son Ryan, and we've been coming here, I've been coming here for 5 years with Ryan to camp, and Ryan's been here for about 17 years. I'm here because he's on a ventilator, and he needs a nurse, and he needs to go around the clock nursing, and I'm taking one of the shifts, and one of the nurses is taking one of the shifts.
That's great. How'd you first hear about this camp, Bonnie?
Well, Ryan went through kids camp, the MDA kids camp, and then when he became too old to go to kids camp, there was nothing for him to go to, and then they started up with a little help, and he started coming here, and he's been coming here now for I think 17 years, since the year after it opened. And he's been on a ventilator now for 5 years, so that's why I'm coming for 5 years.
That's great. You know, a lot of people consider this a very important event in their life. How do you feel about summer camp here?
We look forward to it for the whole year. We're planning on it. This is Ryan's real vacation, and it's kind of mine too, because then I don't have to cook.
It's mine too, Bonnie. Speaking of cooking, how's the food here at camp?
Well, I love it. I really, really love it. It's nice to sit down, eat with people, be able to talk to them, have a good meal, and not have to do the dishes.
It is great, I agree. Any suggestions to improve the menu?
More vegetables. Of course, I'm a mother, so I would like more vegetables.
Thanks, Bonnie. I hope to see you down the road in this film. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
the WALH
we
hockey team,
We're gonna have to back up so far.
and they look terrific, don't they?
Who are we looking at?
Do they look wonderful?
Everybody look at Linda.
Talk about having a good time.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
Hey, Laura.
Minnesota? Hey, now.
Okay, guys.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I've been coming to camp for 16 years now, since '83, and it's a real good time. It's the best vacation that someone like me can have. And, you know, going in and out of buildings and not always having someone open the door for you. And, you know, just hanging out with other people that know what everything's about. You know? And also, since I got the ventilator, I don't know what other organization would allow me to have a vacation like this.
That's so true, isn't it? How'd you first hear about the WALH Camp organization, Ryan?
Well, I was going to kids camp with one of the co-founders for a while, and he told me that they were starting it up, and so I said, hey, sounds good, because, you know, kids camp has so much structure, and then here you get to interact and do things like adults do, pick and choose what you want to do.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, you got a favorite activity that's offered here?
I don't know if there's a favorite, but I like going down the trails and having look for berries and have my helpers pick berries.
Yeah, that
nice
sounds
fresh blackberries here.
That sounds great. Well, that leads us to the inevitable unanswered question. How's the food here at camp?
Well, you always know what's on time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows, you know, camp food, you know, it's good, but nothing to write home about.
Well, thanks, Ryan. I hope to see you down the road here a piece. We'll be making some more film, and I hope you're having a great time.
Yes, I'll try to come as long as I can.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Lisa Fisher, and I've been coming to camp for 3 years.
How'd you first hear about the camp at Wabeek in Wisconsin Dells, Lisa?
I was friends with Donna Pekowski, and she told me about the adult camp that it would be a lot of fun, so I came here my first year and my second and third year, and I really enjoyed it, so I thought that I'd try it out, and I did.
Great. Well, tell me, is this a pretty important event in your life every summer?
Yeah, I come here because of my friends that I have here, and just to get away from home and have a little vacation away from my parents for a week, and then I'm back to home and work and stuff.
Yeah, it's great. Well, now the age-old question, how is the food at camp, Lisa?
Some of the food is real good, and some could use a little spices, but overall, I've ate the food here, and I haven't got sick yet, so I think it's pretty good.
Great, I agree. Well, I'll be seeing you down the road as we make a little more film. Thanks for your interview.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Scott Altman. I've been coming to with Little Help Incorporated in Camp Wabeek for, 15 years now. And it's going to be a big part of my life. It's something I look forward to every summer. It's just a week full of fun and friendship. I have a lot of friends that I've built, friendships that I've built over the past 15 years. And that and the fun I have keeps me coming back every year.
That's great, Scott. Now, I hear a rumor that you are on or have been on the board of directors for this camp.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I've been on the board of directors for the past 8 years, and it's a way that I can make a contribution to keeping this camp running and help us reaching our goals. I do everything I can to help raise funds and make camp a great time.
And is it true that you're the editor of the WALH Quarterly newsletter?
Yep, I've been an editor for the last 5 years. It's not a major production, but it's a newsletter that helps keep our With Little Help family in touch with each other, and we get out information about upcoming events and activities and summer camp and our weekend camps, and it just keeps everybody in communication with each other.
That's great. Well, it's kept us all informed, and we appreciate it. Well, tell me, how'd you first hear about the camp?
Well, I had some friends when I was going to college at Whitewater who told me about it. And it was back in about 84, 85, and I came to one of the weekend camps and had a great time, and I was hooked ever since.
Would you say it's a pretty important part of your summer?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it every year.
Me too. Okay, last and final question. How's the food here at good old Camp Wabeek?
Well, you know, that's part of the mystique of going to summer camp. It's everybody complains about the food, but they still eat it, so it must be at least partly decent.
Excellent, honest answer. Well, Scott, I'll be seeing you down the road here at camp, and a little bit more film to shoot. I'm sure I'll see you then.
All right, sounds good.
What's this? It looks like one of our fearless leaders is finally taken a nap. Yep, this camping can really wear a guy out, huh, Smokey? Well, pleasant dreams. There's plenty more to do tonight. Nighty-night.
Hey, my name's Dennis. I've been a camp volunteer for approximately 8 years. I brought my son here who had muscular dystrophy, and I've been a volunteer ever since. We have a good time here. We have a lot of good people. Food is pretty good for the most part. Sometimes a little shaky, but overall it's pretty good. We got trail rides, big swimming pool, card games, hockey, football, 500. So there are lots of things to do, and it's overall it's a very beautiful place. And if you ever think of coming to camp, you should give this camp a try. You won't be sold.
Well, thanks, Dennis. I think you said it all. Do you have a favorite activity here at camp?
Favorite activity is probably just doing some nature walks.
Yeah, it's great to be out in the open, isn't it? Well, I'll be seeing you down the road. We have a little more film to shoot, and I really appreciate your input. Have a good time while you're here.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Jim Coyne, and this is 1999, and this is my 18th summer camp with this fine group, WALH, with a little help, and I'm just honored to be here and to be telling you people that this is the greatest experience we have. And go ahead, Robert.
Well, thanks, Jim. Now, tell me something. What does this summer camp mean to you every year? How important is it to you?
This is like, I have a beautiful family at home, 2 children and my wife, but this is like another family, and we all get together. It's a very intimate group. There's probably a total of 60, 65 people here every year, and it's just wonderful. We all get together, and it's really an experience that unless you're here, you would never understand, but it's just a wonderful experience, and we continue to get together and love it each and every year.
It's great to hear that. Tell me something. How did you first hear about Wabeek and the WALH Camp?
Well, the WALH camp kind of began back in 1982 when the MDA, fine organization, no longer was going to have camping opportunities for adults 18 or over. Now that they extended it to 21, but so we started our own camp back in 1982, and it's been a success. And for the past 18 years, it's our 18th summer camp. We've had a very highly successful program, thanks to like fine people and fine volunteers and fine all over people, and plus the donations we received. Thank God.
And thanks to dedicated servants like yourself. Well, thanks, Jim. One last question. How's the food here at camp?
I love the food here at camp, but I love all food, so, you know, I just think I think it's wonderful. This is a gift, and we're blessed just to be here.
Thank you, Jim. We
Thank
hope
you,
to
Robert.
see you a little bit down the road here in the film
Thank
during
you
the
very much.
activities.
Thank you, Robert.
Hi, my name is Reggie Braun. I've been coming to camp for this camp for 2 years. I've been doing MDA camps for the past, it's almost 10 years now. And, no, what else?
Well, it's good to see you, Reggie. I'm glad you're back here. Tell me, how'd you first hear about the WALH Camp up here in the Dells?
The only other camp I've attended regularly has been Horizon in Illinois, and it's a fairly large group and people, you know, who get involved with other camps. One of the people, Mark Gray, was heavily involved with this camp, and it's always been such a great experience that we're looking for something else to do. that's a different camp to do. And this one was right here. Since I'm living in Milwaukee.
That's terrific. Well, tell me something. How important is it to you personally as a volunteer to get to these camps during the summer?
Oh, it's very important. Important enough that during the the past decade with school or with jobs, it's been a heavy priority. You know, I missed 2 years in the middle of all that, and it didn't fade. In fact, the desire to return got stronger and get more involved got stronger. And after that break, I came back and, in fact, got to know the people better because I wanted to know the people I've been sharing time with, who affected my life so much.
Well, we need loyal volunteers, and you certainly have proven that you are. I got to ask you another question. How do you like the food here at Camp Reggie?
The food's good. The food's really good. Of course, anything where I don't have to cook it or clean after it, that's great.
Excellent. We're here for the fun.
Yeah,
well, thanks for this short interview. I'll be seeing you around the camp as we film some of the activities, and I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Amy, and this is my first year volunteering at Camp Wabeek, and I'm really having fun out here.
It's good to see you, Amy. Tell me, how did you hear about the WALH Camp?
From the lady I take care of, Debbie.
Debbie.
Ostrovsky.
Great. Well, she's been here for a few years, and she really loves it. Are you having a good time?
Yes.
A lot of activities here, huh?
Yes. Stress-free, too.
Yeah. Got a favorite thing you like to do?
Sit by the fire.
It's very peaceful. Well, the most important question I've asked everyone is, how is the food here?
I like the food. Add a little pepper.
Good. Do you think you'll come back next year as a volunteer? Great. Well, it's nice to see you, and thanks for the little interview, Amy.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brian Stock. I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I've been coming to Camp Wabeek for 2 years now, and I come back every year because my fiance is involved in the camp, and that's how I've heard of it. It's a very wonderful experience. I've met a lot of nice people, get along with everybody real good, and I hope to come back in the future.
Well, it's good to have you here, Brian. I appreciate the couple minutes of your time here. Tell me something. How important is this camp to you? I mean, looking forward to it each summer.
Camp is very important to me. It gives us time to get close to each other and to reach out to other people in need. And it gives me a feeling that I can walk in everything and help them out who can't walk, help the less fortunate out, which is very, very appropriate and well-deserving.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, I guess my last question will be, how do you like the food here at Camp Wabeek?
I enjoy the food. I look forward to it every year.
Excellent. Well, I hope to be seeing you around as we film a little more of the activities here, so thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Here's a...
Hi, my name is Kay. I'm the head cook here at Camp Wabeek. I'm in charge of all the food prep, ordering of food, making sure that our camp and the rest of camp runs the way it should with all the food. I've been here for 8 summers. I really enjoy being here. This job to me means a lot. I've learned something new every year that I've been here. I've met more people. I love to see the returning people. I enjoy their comments from them, whether it's good comments or bad comments.
Well, thanks, Kay. It's another beautiful morning here at Camp Wabeek. Tell me, about how many groups of kids with disabilities come through here in the summer?
We have camp runs from June 1st until August 16th. So we have a 1-week session of either children or adults throughout that time.
Great. So that's a lot of kids to feed, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, we think you do a great job.
Thank you.
Tell me, in your opinion, how is the food here at Camp Wabeek?
Well, I think it's pretty good. I try to do the best of my ability to make everyone happy, and hope I come with some suggestions that pleases everyone.
Although your opinion may be biased, we all think you do an excellent job. Well, thanks, Kay, and happy birthday. I know you've got one coming right up around the corner.
Oh, yes, I do.
God bless, and we'll see you down the line here. Give a wave. This is our wonderful staff here at the camp. Without them, we would be lost. They make things run so smoothly for us, and we thank them very much. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sheila.
And Sheila, how long have you been coming to Camp Wabeek?
I've been coming to Camp Wabeek about 20 years.
Wow, that's a long time. And tell me, how did you first hear about the camp here in Wisconsin Dells?
Well, I heard about the camp, I think, through Muscular Dystrophy Association in Wausau.
Oh, that's great. So you went to the kids' camp too, right?
No, I just went to Camp Chai and Camp Wabeek.
Okay. Now tell me, how important is it that you come here every year?
Well, it gets me away from home, and it's really nice to be with your friends, and there's a lot of activities, and you can just do what you want.
Yeah, that's great. So, one question we ask everybody, how's the food, Sheila?
I love the food here. It's really good.
Good for you, I do too. Well, thanks for your time. I'll be seeing you down the road as we make some more film.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Margaret, and I've been coming to camp about 8 or 9 years.
And tell me, Margaret, how did you first hear about Camp Wabeek, the WALH Camp?
Through my sister, Marianne Crick.
Great. And can you tell me a little bit about how important it is that you get to camp each summer?
Well, I like to see my friends and meet new friends.
Yeah. And I'm going to have to ask you the question we ask everyone. How's the food here at WALH Camp?
It's kind of good. I appreciate all the cooks making all the different meals.
Ain't it the truth? Now, how about the activities here, Margaret? Do you have a favorite activity?
Not really.
Like to sit up and play cards with the guys?
I play Yahtzee with Marianne.
Oh, that's great. Well, I'm going to be heading down the road, making a little more film, and we hope to see you down the road a piece.
Okay.
Have a great time.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Connie Foos.
Hi, Connie.
Hi, and I'm at Wabeek. Is that where? Am I pronouncing it right?
For Wabeek.
Camp with June Price. I'm here as her caregiver. This is my first year here.
That's great.
And I'm really enjoying it. It's very beautiful here.
It is. And tell me, how did you hear about this camp?
Through June. June comes here every year, and she asked me if I would come with her this year as her caregiver.
So you work for June as her primary caregiver, live-in?
Yes, I do.
And tell me something, Connie. How does it make you feel to help someone with a disability?
It makes me feel very lucky that I have the capabilities to share my own gifts with someone else that doesn't have those capabilities.
That's right, and I understand. Well, we're really glad to have you here, and we hope you enjoy yourself. Now, one last question. How is the food, Connie?
The food's great. Plenty of it. More than you need.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for the little interview, and I'll see you down the road.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Hi, I'm Jeff. Welcome to Camp Wabeek. This week, it's my week. All the other weeks at camp, I don't care who comes up here. When my group comes up here, it's time to shine. We have muscular dystrophy. We're adults with muscular dystrophy, and that means we're on our own. Believe it or not, Uncle Jerry Lewis, he wishes us well, but we're on our own. What's our curse? We're over 20. We're adults. Sorry, we lived. So we found a beautiful place. It's not Eden, but it is 400 acres of heaven. We provide our own help, our staff, and we make it work. It's a lot of hard work, but it's fun. For me, it's a working vacation. I have a disability. I have muscular dystrophy. I have a rare kind. It's called limb girdle. I got diagnosed late in life. It's about 13 or 14. Everybody else knew they were born with it. Me, you're on top of the world one minute, you know. So I came to camp to meet other people who I'd hope had the same disease as I did. This is my 13th year, and I finally found a cutie pie with the same affliction I have. The first time I met her, we stayed up till 4 in the morning, trading, exchanging ideas, just feeling each other out, how life's treating her and how life's treating me. Fortunately or unfortunately, I've had a great life. I've been very, very healthy. And this young lady I met, she's just 22, just starting out, and her health isn't as good. And that's why we have camp. It's a great week, no worries, no phones ringing, no demands. It's a vacation, but it's a vacation for people who are all in the same boat. This place is very accessible. It's like Shangri-La with wheelchair ramps. You can't go anywhere else and be guaranteed an accessible vacation. We provide one-on-one big brothers and big sisters who are sympathetic and want to help you to have a good time. That's what makes us work. People helping people. This is my 13th year, as I said, and it's always different every year. I look forward to it. It's a good way to network with people in the same boat. Not that I conduct any business or anything, but I have a great time, and I come here year after year after year. I'm not here for the food. This isn't the Four Seasons restaurant. I don't care what others said about summer camp food. I'm sure some people have a complaint about food. No, some people you just can't please, so you gotta please yourself. Not that I come to camp to please myself. I come to make it fun for others. I'm fortunate enough to have a social life back in the big city of Milwaukee, but I've met a lot of people here who live in group homes or nursing homes. Many still live with mom and dad, some by choice, some because of their health. And when they come here to camp, we're all on equal footing. That's no wheelchair joke intended. And everybody's equal here, and the girls are just as competitive as the boys in sports. The boys can make just as many pretty things in arts and crafts. And thanks to people like my friend Robert, who's holding the camera right now.
Thank you, Viv.
If it wasn't for people like Robert and other volunteers who take a week off of work, which I find is boggling. If I had my health, I'm not sure I'd waste a week at summer camp. I don't know if I'm that sympathetic. But the other angels, these godsons, make camp possible. And year after year, it's hard to find super nice people that are willing to give us a week of their time. They have a lot of excuses because it's hard being an adult. People have bills, I guess. But people are nervous when they come to camp. They don't know if they work with a disabled people. They don't know if they're going to drop somebody, or maybe they won't have fun themselves. We've had 99.9% success. We interview a person who wants to come to camp. We find out their likes, dislikes, their age, what their limitations are, and we match them up with a disabled person that we think will benefit and team up with that person. And once you're in our camp, you're part of our family for life. You cannot help but love us. Good, clean fun in the sun. You don't need to drink. You don't need to do drugs. You don't need to get on the internet and get some of that porn sex. None of that. This is summer camp, the old kind of summer camp. Fun and games, cookouts, wagon rides, swimming, arts and crafts, sports. Stop and look at the birds once in a while. Stop to smell the roses once in a while. Before you know it, the week is up. And it all comes to an end. Everybody has to go back into the city, start their work all over again. And then a year goes by, and it's time for summer camp all over again. And you get the meet and greet your friends who you haven't seen all year. I live in Milwaukee. The girl I was talking about earlier lives way in Green Bay. If it wasn't for summer camp, we'd never make that connection. I haven't met somebody that had the same disease as me for 13 years. I've been trying to find somebody with the same affliction as myself. One more reason why I really appreciate this place. I don't care how much it'll cost next year. I'm going to be here.
Well, Viv, you certainly have said it all, and I really appreciate your contribution to this film. Thanks for welcoming the new recruits to camp, and I hope you have a great time this year. I'll be seeing you down the road as we film a little more.
Hi, my name is Linda, and I've been a volunteer with the Little Help Camp for 2 years, summer camp for 2 years, and also a volunteer for the weekend camps for about 5 years. It's been a great experience.
That's great. And how did you first hear about the WALH Camp at Camp Wabeek, Linda?
Well, actually, my sister used to be a volunteer here and is still very active in the organization and the running of it. So it's been really good.
Well, speaking of that, I know that you're a member of the board of directors for With a Little Help. And I wonder if you'd describe to us a little bit about what your duties entail.
Well, currently, I am on the board for, this is my second year, and I'm the treasurer at this point, and that entails just basically paying the bills and also the fundraising aspect of things, making sure that camp gets paid for through a variety of sources, whether that be membership fees, fundraisers that our members do, and also membership donations, just general donations, and we do have corporate sponsorship and foundation sponsorship as well.
That's great. Is it hard to raise money to provide this campsite for the campers?
Oh, definitely. It's always a challenge in any organization to raise funds. It's continuing, and camp is always, the cost is always ever rising. This year alone, I think it's going to go up 4%. So that's another challenge for us. We try and we always make it, but there's always different things that you could do had you had more money. We'd love to have other social opportunities throughout the year that would always be provided at no cost to the campers, and attendance is kind of a thank you throughout the year. So we're always trying to raise additional funds through a variety of sources.
I know we've talked about this, and if we had some permanent sponsorship, it would probably free up a lot of time for the board of directors to spend more time on things that help the campers directly. Well, let me ask you this question. How important is it for you to return each year?
Oh, this is a great experience for me for many different reasons on many different levels. I've made friendships here and relationships that will last a lifetime. And it's just a really good experience for both the campers and the volunteers as well. You walk away from here really with, I don't know, a great, you've had this incredible opportunity and grateful for it.
Yes, I totally agree. Well, last and inevitable question, how is the food here at camp?
Well, the food is pretty good. There's some meals that are good, some are not so great, but overall they do a great job and we thank them for that.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, I'll be seeing you down the road here. We have a little more film to make, and I hope everyone enjoys it.
Okay, thank you.
Hi. What would you like to know, Robert?
Your name?
Oh, my name is Joanne Price, and I've been coming to camp since the beginning of its creation. Since my sister created it, that's why I would be here since the beginning of it.
So you've heard about the camp from your sister?
You betcha.
And you came here the very first year.
Absolutely.
Well, tell me something, Joanne. How important is it to come back each year?
It's incredibly important because this is 400 plus acres of mainly paved, wooded, beautiful, comfortable, accessible, wonderful place. It's a spiritual place, in my opinion.
Would you say it's a good place to make friends?
Absolutely, excellent place to make friends.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm going to have to ask you about the activity part of the camp. Do you have some favorite activity you enjoy?
Swimming is great.
Yeah.
I also love paved paths in the woods. That's the big deal for me.
Yeah.
To have that accessibility through the middle of nature is wonderful. I can go off the hill on my own and feel comfortable traveling through the woods by myself, which is something that a person does not get to do, especially if you're from the city. And if you go camping in most places, there isn't that accessibility. There aren't paved paths most of the time.
So true. And we've heard there's a little bit of wildlife out here besides the campers themselves.
A couple of deer, beautiful, lots of deers. I've seen wild turkeys up here. I've seen quite a few beautiful different birds, ospreys and hawks, and just incredible.
The nature is beautiful.
Absolutely.
Well, the final and inevitable question, how's the food here at camp, Joanne?
Well, you know, let's see. It's edible most of the time, and it's camp food, and I'm not starving, but, you know, I would love to eat a little bit better quality food than we get right now.
Thank you for your honesty. Well, I'll be seeing you down the road here. We have a little bit more film to shoot before we wrap this.
All right.
Thanks again.
Sure, no problem.
Hi, my name is Lori, and I've been coming to Camp Wabeek for 11 years with the With a Little Help group. I come back every year. It's just a very important experience for me, and it's like my yearly sabbatical.
That's great, Laurie. Tell me, how'd you first hear about the WALH group at Camp Wabeek?
I met a friend, Joanne Price, in Madison, and she was just getting ready to go to camp when I met her, and the following year I came with her. I've been coming ever since.
I know it's very important to you to come back each summer, and the people here really appreciate all that you do. Now tell me something about the activities here. Do you have a favorite?
I like the arts and crafts. And the bonfires.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? Now, the last and inevitable question, how about the food, Laurie?
I'm thankful that we have a wonderful cook staff that comes with the camp that makes us all these meals every week, every year. It's the same ladies. They're wonderful. The food could use improvement, but...
I hear you're a pretty good cook. Maybe we can get you on staff next year.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, thanks a lot for this short interview. We're glad that you were able to give us a minute of your time. And I'll see you down the road. We're going to make some more film, and I'm sure you'll be in it. Thanks, Laurie.
Hi, I'm June Price. I come from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I first came to this Easter Seal Camp, Wabeek, in 1959 as an Easter Seal camper. So coming here for the With a Little Help camps is really coming home for me. I got involved with this organization after the Muscular Dystrophy Association had their camps for children and adults. And when they were no longer able to fund the camps for the adults, I felt that it was a real crime because the adults were the ones that for the most part were staying home, unable to be put in their parents' cars and taken to vacations and things. For me at this point, this is the only time I get a chance to be away from home for a night, because here we can rent a hospital bed, my oxygen, and all the other things that I need to be able to get through the day. Obviously the accessibility and just the friends, the people, obviously the volunteers are what makes it possible for me to come here year after year. Just the organization and the whole opportunity means the world to me.
That's excellent. Well, June, people have said, when I asked the question, how did you first hear about the camp, half of the people I've interviewed have said, June. So I see you've contacted a lot of people and brought a lot of people in here to the camp.
Well, like I say, when the MDA stopped funding the camps, I just couldn't fathom not coming here. And so nobody else was doing anything, and I got together with a couple people and said, let's just try to do it. And I ended up founding With a Little Help in 1981, and I never would have guessed that it could snowball into the organization that it is now.
So I'm talking to one of the founding members. You certainly deserve a lot of praise for your work here.
Well, you can organize all you want, but if it's not for the volunteers and for the disabled individuals that come, you have nothing.
You know, there are a lot of activities here, a lot of stuff for people to do. Do you have a favorite thing you like to do?
Yes, being in the woods, visiting with my deer. The two things that I enjoy so much are being able to take long walks in the woods on the asphalt paths through the wooded areas. To me, it's just, that's the thing that's the nearest to my heart and soul. And the other thing that I enjoy so much, my sister comes here. She also has spinal muscular atrophy, as do I. And it's the only time that we get a chance to spend very quality time together. So spending time with her and the other women friends that we have here, and just having that community is just tremendous, just tremendous. I love watching other activities like the sports and swimming and things, but my body is too fragile at this point to do things like that. But just to be able to watch it and enjoy it just means the world. I can't imagine not coming here and having this opportunity. So many times I come here and I just think I just can't believe that I've made it through another year and that my health has held up. And even though you go through the high and low points, that this is something that just is like a benchmark that I've made it one more year.
It is beautiful here, and I'm glad you're having a great time. Now let me ask you something. A lot of these camps for people with disabilities have as many as 1,000 or 2,000 members. What's the average here each summer?
I think that we end up with about 65 people, volunteers, and disabled adults for this 1-week session. It's a perfect family. It's not too many, it's not too little. It's great.
But everyone is welcome.
Oh, absolutely. We encourage it.
That's great.
We're always trying to get new people to come, and I think that until people are here, they don't understand how much fun it is and how much freedom that they have and how wonderful it is just to be away from home or away from the setting that you have.
Yeah, it's great to get away. Well, the last and inevitable question, how's the camp food, June?
I have not been able to really eat regular food for a long time because of swallowing difficulties. So I pretty much bring all of my own liquid diets, liquid protein drinks and everything. I enjoy watching other people eat, and I'm always amazed at how some people just can't get enough and they just think it's the best food on this planet, and other people are always complaining, and when the complainers say something, I said, you're at camp. That's just part of it.
Ain't it the truth? Well, thanks a lot for your time. I hope to see you down the road. We have a little more filming to do, and I hope you have a great time here.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Esther, and I've been coming with Little Help Camp for around 8 years.
It's good to see you here, Esther. How did you first hear about the WALH Camp in the Wisconsin Dells?
I was tutoring a woman in Spanish at UWM, and she told me about the camp.
Yeah. And tell me something. How important is it to you to return here each summer?
Some of the people I see only when I come up here, and also it's nice being around disabled people because they understand the things that I'm going through, even if we don't have the same problems.
Yeah. And how about your volunteer? Are you able to get a lot of the help that you need with your disability here?
Yes, I don't need a lot of help, but she's able to give me massages, which I really need, and most people don't know how to do that.
And a little bit about the activities. There's a lot of stuff to do up here at camp. Do you have a favorite thing you like to do?
I'd say I like pretty much everything, but I really enjoy the pool because at home I get almost no exercise.
Right. Yeah, the water's wonderful. Well, the inevitable question everyone's asked, how's the food here at Camp Wabeek?
I think the food this year has been excellent. There was only one meal that I did not like.
That's great to hear. I know the cooks work really hard for us. Well, I'm going to be moseying down the road looking for another victim for my interview, and I really appreciate your time, Esther. I hope you have a great time at camp.
Hi, my name is Patty Frankie. I have been coming up to with a Little Help Camp since the second year that it was running, so that's 17 years now.
Wow.
It's a great place, great people I grew up with, people who care about me, people that you can talk about whatever might be bothering you, because, you know, they've been there.
Well, Patty, tell me, how did you first hear about this camp?
I heard about the camp when I had just gotten old enough that I hit the cutoff, and they kicked me out of kiddie camp.
Yeah.
And I was really upset that I had to give up coming to a camp. I was at my neurologist's, and he said, you know, there's a camp going on for adults that have dystrophy. And I said, really? He gave me a name to contact, and I've been coming ever since. I love it.
That's great. It's not always easy to get the information about camp out to everyone who needs to be here.
Right, it can be very difficult.
Can you tell me a little bit about how important it is for you to come here each summer?
The thing that I like the most up here at camp is the chair, the leg braces, the lifts. They don't mean anything. Up here, it's normal to be seated. No one cares about what you're using for equipment. We are the normal. And it's everyone else that's different. It's a very special thing.
That's terrific, Patty. Well, we see you have a helper here. Your helper dog named Chase.
This is Chance.
Oh, Chance. He's just beautiful.
Go look at the camera. You pretty? Yeah, it's a good boy.
And what kind of functions does he perform for you?
Well, Chance is what is known as a service dog.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he is just learning, but he's very helpful. He can pick things up off the floor for me.
That's great.
He can open doors. He can turn lights on for me. But the best thing is what he's doing right now.
He loves you very much.
He's my friend. He doesn't care if I'm having a bad day.
Well,
He's always there to love me.
I can't ask Chance this, but I can ask you. How's the food at Camp WABIC?
Very good. Love it. Had lunch. Lunch today was incredible.
I agree.
Very good.
Well, thank you. I'll be seeing you on down the road. We have some more taping to do, and I really appreciate your time. Have a great time at camp.
Oh, I will.
Hi, my name's Erica. I've been coming, this is my first year at adult camp, actually.
And how did you first hear about the WALH Camp in the Wisconsin Dells, Erica?
My friend Donna, who's also the camp director, used to go to kids camp with me, so I've known her for a really long time. My soon-to-be roommate, Becky, comes here all the time, so they both talked to me into coming, and since my parents live about 10 minutes from here, it was really easy to get here.
Now, is that Becky Trochinsky?
Yep.
Oh, we love her, and boy, do we miss her this year.
Yeah.
I heard she's busy.
Yep.
Well, tell me, Erica, you've been going to camps for some time now. How many years?
15 years at kids camp.
Why is it important to you that you come back each year?
Just all the people I meet and all the friends I make at camp, and just to kind of be somewhere that I know I can do. All the activities are specially geared for me, so I know I can do everything here.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite activity at camp?
Just kind of hanging out with everybody. I think it's not even like a structured activity. It's just seeing everybody and hanging out. Sleeping, we get to do that.
I hear your friends are important, though, aren't they? Well, the last and the inevitable question, how's the food here at Camp WABIC?
It's much better than kids camp, but it still isn't wonderful.
Well, we're glad you're enjoying yourself. I hope you have a lot of fun. We'll see you down the road.
Thanks.
Talk about the water. Hello, my name is Tom Downs, and I've been coming to With a Little Help Summer Camp for 18 years, and just come every year because it means a lot to me to come here because I made so many friends throughout all the years, and it's like one chance to come back and see a lot of friends and make new friends and keep them for a lifetime. And I've gotten involved with the organization on the board of directors because it means a lot to me to come to this camp, and I want to make sure that this camp continues for not only for myself but for all my friends and some of the younger people that are coming up and want a chance to come to adult camp and have a great time for a whole week.
That's great, Tom. Tell me, how did you first hear about the WALH Camp at WABIC?
Through June Price and Jim Coyne, who actually kind of started this organization. Got a letter in the mail saying, hey, we're doing this camp, and we'd like you to come along and check it out. And I've been coming ever since. So it's been a great job getting this group started, and it's been growing ever since.
So, tell me, what's your favorite activity here when you're at Camp WABIC?
Just kind of hanging out with my buddies and playing sports and just having a good time, you know, hanging out with the guys is basically it.
It is great. Last question, I guess, is the inevitable. How's the food here at camp?
Camp food here is okay, but like it could be really improved. We're not starving here. We're getting fed here, but you know, hopefully it could get improved.
I totally agree. Well, thanks, Tom. I'll be seeing you down the road. We got a little more film to make, and I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
Have a lot of fun. And now, we're going to do a little shot of the pool. And the kids are really having a ball today.
It might go.
Everybody helping everybody, have a good time. And how they appreciate the wonderful water. Here we are for a little wheelchair football at Camp Wabeek. It looks like they're just about to kick off. And here we go.
Who you gonna whip it at? All right, Justin, you're it, baby.
Okay, we got the troops moving out here for the ball. Uh-oh. These kids have a great time. So close to a score. Looks like a first down.
Hi, my name's Andy. I'm a volunteer at Camp Wabeek with a little help. It's a wonderful place to come. The people are the nicest people I've ever met. It's like the highlight of my summer.
Tell me, Andy, how long have you been coming to Camp Wabeek?
I started coming in 1997, and I'll be coming back as long as I can.
That's great. We need you here. Now, how'd you first hear about this camp?
They were looking for volunteers, and they got on Channel 6 in Milwaukee, and I saw it, and for no reason whatsoever, I called, and here I am.
That's great. Well, I know there's a lot of activities here at camp, too many to list here. Do you have a favorite thing you like to do when you're here?
Well, we have fires practically every night, and we just sit around the fire all night long, and as long as there's somebody there, we keep it going. It's just a wonderful time and just peaceful, and
yeah, great way to socialize.
Yeah.
Well, the inevitable final question, how was the food here at WALH Camp in Wisconsin Dells?
I can honestly say that each day the meals have gotten better.
That's great to hear. Well, have a lot of fun while you're here. I hope to see you down the road. We got a little more film to make. Thanks again.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm a volunteer for the With a Little Help Camp, and this is about my fourth summer here.
Great, good to see you, Lynn. How did you first hear about the WALH Camp up in Wisconsin Dells?
Tom Downs came to one of my clinical classes at UW-Milwaukee, and he was looking for some volunteers.
Great.
So I thought it'd be a great opportunity.
One of the questions I like to ask is, how important is it to you to come back here each year?
I guess it's very important to me. I try at all costs not to miss it. I have a great time, and I think I have a lot to offer to other people, but it's also a great opportunity for me also, just for some relaxation and fun.
I agree. We have a lot of fun. Well, of all the activities here, too numerous to mention, do you have something that you do that's your favorite?
No, I love them all. I don't think I could choose. And every year, there's something a little different that, depending on who you're participating with or what you're doing.
Right. Well, the last and inevitable question, how's the food here at Camp Wabeek?
It's all right. It's not too bad. I guess it's better than my cooking sometimes. And although the food is endless, there's more food than anybody could ever eat.
Great. Well, it's good talking with you. I hope you have a great time here. And I'll see you down the road. We have a little more taping to do. Thanks, Lynn.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Bill. I've been coming to With a Little Help Camp for about roughly intermittently 4 to 5 years. I heard about this through a friend of mine, Patty Keys. I came up to visit her on Visitor's Day and got hooked into going to board meetings and With a Little Help events, and then a couple summers later, work permitting, was my first summer here, and like I said, I've come about 4 or 5 times, and I enjoy it because you know, aside from time away from everyday life, you come up here in the woods and stuff. It's a great environment. There's a lot of great people here, a lot of people that need assistance, and I'm very happy to be of help to them and to make their life a little more pleasurable. a little time out of the year.
That's great, Bill. Well, I'll tell you, that just about says it all. I appreciate the few minutes you've given us. Tell me a little something about the food here at Camp Walbeek. I'm sure everyone's interested in that.
It's pretty good. It's like, I'm sure you've probably heard, it's a non-profit organization. A lot of times we get food donated here, or the camp participants like pay, raise monies or whatever, and get either the food donated or we go out and buy the stuff. Sometimes, like, I personally have had no friends that are in the restaurant business, and I've had the opportunity to have like pasta dinners donated. Excellent. Which really went over well. And the food is pretty good. I mean, you don't starve. It's not, you know, top of the line gourmet, but it's, you know, we make do. You're roughing it, you're camping.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty good. It's healthy, and that's an area that we look to maybe improve later on.
Well, we really appreciate your perspective. Thanks for your time, and I'll be seeing you down the road here. We got a lot more filming to do.
Okay.
And have a great time at camp, Bill.
Hey, thanks, Rob.
Hi, my name is Greg Wolfmeyer. I've been coming to WALH Camp for about 15 years. And I really enjoy coming here. The people are very attentive to your needs. And you can't beat it for a week of fun and relaxation.
Good to see you here, Greg. Now, tell me, how did you first hear about the With a Little Help camp?
Well, I was I heard about it about 15 to 20 years ago when it had just started. And I had always gone to kids camp, and I was looking for something to do. And I heard about it from some friends of mine, and ever since then, I've come just about every year. And it's the highlight of my summer.
That's great.
You can't beat the people here.
So you'd say this camp is pretty important to you each year, huh?
Yeah, it's very important. Even though I'm older now, it was important when I was a youngster, and it's still important now. Not only for me, but my caregivers, to give them a break, to come up here and just relax for a week and not worry about anything.
As a caregiver, I totally agree. Well, I really appreciate you giving us this little interview. Do you mind answering the one important question, how's the food?
The food? I won't comment on that.
Wonderful, you're an honest man. Well, I'm going to be heading down the road making some more tape. I really appreciate your help. Have a great time at camp, Craig.
All right, thanks.
I'm Wanda, and I've worked here at Camp Walbeek this is my 3rd year, and the cook, Kay, asked me if I would come and work, and I said I would, and I enjoy it very much.
So you think it's a pretty good job, Wanda?
I do. And it's nice to see people, different people, and get to know them and talk to them and help them out when you can.
So how do you feel about cooking mostly for people with disabilities?
Sometimes it's a challenge, and sometimes it isn't, just to get to see how they handle the food.
Yeah.
And get along with it.
They do have a lot of special needs, I agree. Now, if I were to ask you, how is the quality of the food here, what would you say?
I think, well, with what we can do with it, I think we do pretty good.
Yeah, we think it's excellent. Well, Wanda, I appreciate this short interview. We're going to mosey down the road and find my next victim. Thanks a lot, and we hope you have a great time here.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Patty Keys, and I'm a volunteer at the camp that With Little Help holds in the Wisconsin Dells each August.
and I've been doing this for 12 years. I very much enjoy it and appreciate it, and I feel like a community is formed here, a community that is different from the outside society. We have people that repeat and come here to reconnect with that community, and we have people who come here for the first time and experience that.
Well, Patty, tell me, how did you first hear about the With a Little Help camp?
I had a friend, I think she's on the tape somewhere, her name's Joanne, and I went to high school with her. She was a year ahead of me, and I continued to know her later on in life. We lived in the same towns in Wisconsin, and she just kind of convinced me that I should give it a try, and that was 12 years ago, and I come every year.
Okay, we have some information that you work with disabled kids year-round. Is this true?
I'm a teacher. I work with adolescents with disabilities, and can tell you that adults are easier people to cope with than pubescent people are.
Yes, I've heard this about teenagers. Well, how important is this camp to you? You come back every year, so it must be a very significant part of your summer.
This camp actually really is very important to me, but I think it's more important to the disabled adults to have the opportunity to come here, and in order for that to happen, we very much need volunteers. It would feel really awful to me to not come and then know that someone with a disability, because there wasn't someone here to help them, couldn't come.
Now, would you say that just about anyone who's willing to help is qualified to be a volunteer?
Close, but not entirely. There are some screening processes to try and find people who have some of the right capabilities, but basically you don't have to have a nursing background or nothing real intense and specific, but we are looking for people who are willing to commit their time to somebody else's care, because there's part of the day that is not your own. You're into somebody else's.
Information here this
There's part of the day, or probably several parts of the day, that is not your own, because you're using that on somebody else's care, on things that you take for granted being able to do.
Well, Patty, let's talk a little bit about the bureaucracy. I understand you've been on the board of directors for the WALH group.
I'm currently not on the board of directors, but I've been on the board of directors. I've been the president of the board. I've been the coordinator of the camp 1 year, so a lot more restful to just be a volunteer. It's been a nice year. But our board of directors is very busy and focused on fundraising. It's difficult for that group of people to do all the things and get all the details dealt with because we're as focused as we are on trying to do our fundraising. It costs us quite a bit to be able to rent this facility and do this camp, and we spend a lot of energy the year round trying to scrape up what we're going to need. And it's still a fairly young organization. I'm not entirely sure if it's 16 years or 17 years or exactly what, but we have spent a lot of energy in the last few years trying to find grants or foundations or something to replace the grassroots "Can I Sell You This Candy" fundraising that we've been doing. We're hoping to find a corporation that would underwrite and sponsor us, but we're still on the trail for that.
Well, the idea of permanent sponsorship is a dream, but I hope it's one that comes true for us. Well, the inevitable last question: how's the food here at Camp, Patty?
I have a method in terms of dealing with the food. I'm a vegetarian, so I do find it somewhat necessary to supplement the food with things of my own. But beyond using the method of supplementing what's already here, the thing to do is to get in with the cooks and make friends with them. And I use the experience of being a school teacher and knowing that there are times of day when the cooks are not as busy and more laid back, and that's when I talk to them about what I might need or want.
see you have a little friend in your lap.
I do. This is the bunny that we found at camp, just running around when we got up here, and Wabic staff said that their nature person just kind of, I guess, let it go accidentally or something, but we've taken it into our little niche. Princess, so now have changed to the bunny formerly known as Princess, which now has a symbol, which is a circle with a K inside of it.
Oh, that's very
For short,
nice.
we call him CK. And he's going to come back every year up to our camp and hang out with us.
He's a beautiful little bunny. He sure doesn't look wild right now.
No, he's very mellow, and he loves to just sit here and be petted. And all of us who miss our kitties from home.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
This is a wonderful little...
And let me add, he takes a beautiful close-up, too.
Thanks.
Well,
It's not camera shy at all.
enjoy your petting, and
Thank
I'll
you.
see you at lunch, Joe.
All right.
Wow.
Hi, my name's Tom Seifel. This is my 14th year of With Little Help summer camp, and I plan on coming for as long as I'm able.
Tell me, Tom, do you remember how you...
I heard about it through people that had it in kids camps, the MDA kids camps, and just when I got too old to go to those camps, I started coming here.
Great. Well, I have to ask you, how important is this camp to you each summer?
Very important. It's hard to put it in words. It's where I come to relax and helps me get through the rest of the year.
Me too. Well, the inevitable question, Tom, is how's the food here at Camp Wabic?
The food is all right. It's not gourmet, but there's plenty of it, and nobody's going hungry up here.
Good to hear. Well, have a great time here at camp. I hope to see you around. We got a little more film to make.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jody, and this is my 3rd year at With a Little Help Camp.
Hi, Jody.
Hi.
Now, how did you first hear about the WALH Camp?
I was in college, and one of my classmates was involved with a Little Help, and she tried to recruit some of our other classmates, and I just came up to camp one year.
Well, we're glad you did. Now, can you tell me how important is it in your life that you return here each year?
I think it's very important. I've had a great time every year that I've been here, and it's just a really special group of people. I can't even really describe it. Everybody is always there to lend a hand or to make you laugh, or just everybody's so supportive. It's just a really great place to be. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else during this week.
It is fantastic. Well, the last inevitable question, how was the food here at Camp Wabic, Jody?
I can't complain. I don't do much cooking myself, so it's all good with me.
Good. Thanks a lot for your time. I'm going to mosey on down the road here and take a few more interviews. Have a great time at camp this year.
Okay, will do. Thanks.
Hi, what's your name?
Bruce.
Hi, nice to meet you. And how long have you been coming to camp?
10 years. 10 years.
That's great. And do you really like it here?
I do, yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you. Now, you're going to tell me, how's the food? Tell the truth.
Very good. Very good.
Excellent. Well, we hope you have a great time here.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Sometimes at camp, some of our disabled are able to walk with assistance and leave their wheelchairs behind. And what a joy it is for them to get up on their own for just a few steps. You girls are doing great. And it's wonderful that each of them has a volunteer that they can trust in these situations and someone who's willing to help. So, that's great. Well, here's my friend Smokey, who, although he declined an interview, can always be found participating, helping someone, showing someone some love by giving of his time and his energy. And although he declined the interview, I can't think of anybody here who's more loyal to the people who need him. And we all love him very much. Thank you, Smokey. You're such a big part of this camp. Your organizational skills, your sense of humor. And if you don't want an interview, fine. We got you anyway, buddy. Thanks a lot. And have a great time at camp.
Hi, my name is Donna, and I've been coming to With a Little Help summer camp for 15 years. And I've been camp coordinator for going on my 5th year.
Hi, Donna. How did you first hear about the With a Little Help camp?
I heard about camp through my friends Jim Coyne and June Price, who got the camp together when children's camp could no longer fund for the adults to go there.
So this is a self-funded camp.
Yes, it is.
And everyone works to gather donations and to gather funds so that we can come to camp every summer?
Right. Everybody works very hard. It's a nonprofit organization to raise money so that camp is a reality every year.
Now, Donna, I know that you're on the board of directors and have been for some time. Tell us a little bit of what that entails.
It entails going to meetings about every 6 weeks, recruiting for summer camp, heading up committees for fundraising, putting camp together, just getting the word out there on who we are and what we do and what we need.
Well, if it wasn't for you, I know we wouldn't be here, so thanks a lot for what you do.
Sure.
I guess my last question would be, how important is this camp to you each summer?
Camp is very important to me. I'm a Disney fan, as everybody would know, and I love to go to Disney World, but I have a lot more fun at summer camp here. That should tell you that right there.
That's great. And how about the food, Donna? How's the food here at Camp Wabeek?
I love the food. I'm not very picky, so I like the food here.
I do too. Well, have a great time at camp. We've got a little more film to shoot, and I'll see you down the road.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, my name is Tori. I've been coming to the WALH Camp for 5 years.
Hi, Tori. Now, how did you first hear about the camp here?
Mark Gray at Kid Camp told me about the
Good
adult
old Mark.
camp, and I thought after I was done with the Kid Camp that I'd like an alternative place to go.
Well, I know you guys have a lot of fun here every summer. Tell me, how important is it to you that you return here each year?
It's very important. It's almost like a vacation for a lot of the guys. Probably don't have much to do during the summer, and this is a great place to come and enjoy the scenery and sports and all the activities.
Well, I have to ask the inevitable question. How's the food here at Camp Wabeek?
Oh, it's just lovely. Tasty.
I'm glad you enjoyed as much as I do. Tori, thanks for your time, and I've got a few more to shoot. I'll see you down the road.
Okay.
Have a great time here.
Thank you.
And now, here are our friends. It's Amy holding Nick in the pool, and Nick has never looked happier. Smile, Nick. That a boy. They're having a great time. Oh, Nick, I know you appreciate this. Look at that. Okay, back to work. Okay, here we are going to our famous mess hall, better known as the dining facility, and we're gonna see what's for dinner tonight. Here we go, through the saloon doors. Hey, campers, what's for supper tonight?
All right.
Hi, my name is Tracy, and I've been on staff at Camp Wabeek for 2 summers.
Hi, Tracy. How did you first hear about the camp here at Wabeek?
I wanted to work at a camp. I love the outdoors. I love working with people, and I went to the library and found a book that listed a whole bunch of camps. I applied here, and they called me.
That's great. Now tell me, what's it like for you to, help with the kitchen and all of the duties around here and work for disabled people?
Camp is the greatest place in the world. It's the greatest feeling being here. I see miracles happening every single day, And I'm a part of that. I'm part of this world that is unlike any place else there is. I've had campers who've been coming for 10, 20, 60 years. And they'll say, I've had a camper tell me that he comes to camp because it's the only place he can go and be treated like a normal human being. I've had a camper tell me that he lives 1 week out of the year, and it's the week he's here at camp. At camp, people can do things they can't do anyplace else. And it's like the rest of the world, the attitude is you're disabled, so you can't. And here it's, you have a disability, and we're going to make sure you can. And I'm a part of that, and that is the greatest feeling in the world.
Excellent. I wish everybody felt the way you did.
I think a lot of people who work here do.
Yeah, I think it shows too. Well, we heard that you're a vegetarian. How does the kitchen accommodate your diet?
They're wonderful. It's great. The food tastes good, and I always have something that's healthy and all that wonderful stuff.
So only good things about the kitchen?
Well.
Your job is secure. Thanks a lot for your time, Tracy. It's great to meet you and to see you here, and we'll see you on down the road. More film to make. Well, here's my friend Ed. I call him the cornerstone of the volunteer force here. He's been at camp ever since I've been coming, and they even call him Uncle Ed. Although he declined an interview, he should know how much he's loved and respected by all of his peers and all of the campers that depend on him. God bless you, Ed, and we hope to see you next year. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Here we are on our little trail ride, saying goodbye to the beautiful Camp Wabi. Sunset is gorgeous, and the property here is so beautiful. Biff, are you hitchhiking or what?
I'm in the back of the bus. If you stop suddenly, I'll be your new best friend.
It's good to see you out here.
Animals.
Well, I'll tell you.
Deer to your left eating before you scare them away.
Wow.
Whitetail.
This is great.
Think anybody else is going for rides in Corvettes? We're waiting for one to pass by. But... The people up there? Yeah. The people.
Oh boy, this is great.
You know you can erase that any time, right, Robert?
Yes, I can.
All right. And I don't have to pay for it when the lens breaks?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Ah, the old trail ride at Camp Wabi. Who could ask for more fun? Down the hills, up the hills. Just really enjoying. From the dark forests to the sunny pastures. Deep woods to the open glens. The muddy trails to the wonderful asphalt trail. Just really enjoying nature. Beautiful out here. Well, we come to the end of our beautiful trail ride here on the wonderful tractor cold wagon. 7 wheelchair capacity, 7 attendants. Oh, what fun this is on a beautiful sunset summer night. And aren't they lovely? They're very beautiful. Their names are Stephanie, and in the middle we have Diane, and on the end, you look wonderful tonight, ladies. Thank you for the time you've donated. Thank you for coercing your husbands to come here.
We prefer to be called vet vamps.
I see. Vet vamps. I like it. Well, we appreciate you. Really, it's on the coat. Oh, a little close-up action? Okay. It is the vet vamps. Very nice. Well, we thank you again for bringing them here, as only a lady can do. And we hope you have a lot of fun wherever you end up. This is Cindy and Steve and Allison and Alex, and they call themselves Whole Lotta Music from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. And for several years, they've been our dance DJs, providing the music and all of the fun here for our dance on Thursday night. And isn't that some wonderful equipment and some smiling faces to go with it? Thanks, you guys, for being here. We really appreciate you. Look at the beautiful cotton candy sky after this sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. And we thank you. So beautiful up here. Bye now to my friends Arthur and Hetty. And I'll tell you, we know how to have fun, don't we? Gentlemen, I hope God brings you peace and safety throughout the year. And I hope that I see you for a wrestling match. Bye-bye. Hi, is your name Becky?
Yes.
And what brings you to the WALH Camp, Becky?
Peter Milne, originally.
He's a lovely young man, isn't he?
He is.
And you're a friend of his?
Yes, I am.
And how did you hear about the camp? Through Peter?
Yes, I did.
And are you planning to come back next year to join us for the most wonderful week of our year?
I am.
Great. It'll be great to see you.
It'll be great to see you, too.
Well, thank you. And we're really glad you're
guys.
here.
I had a lot of fun.
Godspeed and have a safe trip home.
Thank you. You also.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Robert and Justin.
Really? You're riding with Robert and Justin? Is Robert a nice man? Let's see what Marianne has to say.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds a little dubious, but Margaret seems convinced. Well, girls, I hope...
Dodging me and that got enough.
Well, thank you. And thank you. I think I heard thunder. All of the credit goes to he who provides for all of us. So. And Godspeed. I hope you have a safe journey home. Boy, do I ever. Bye-bye. Oh, my gosh. It looks like two people with the same birthday.
Pisces, March 17th.
That's right. Maybe not the same year, but guess which one of us is younger?
I'm younger. Fine.
It's been really good to spend some time here with you, Linda.
You too, Robert. Thanks for doing the video.
Oh, no problem. I'm sweating like a mule, Linda. Don't kiss me. So, Godspeed. Have a safe trip.
Thanks.
I'll see you soon, honey.
Okay.
Like when I... Well, here we are. It's the morning that we leave camp, and we have one volunteer here with a little physical complaint. Now, what's going on, Miss Rowe?
I have a pulled muscle right here in my neck.
In your neck, and it goes from your ass to your what?
No, that was the Charlie horse that I had the other day.
Oh, a Charlie horse?
I'm
And
playing wheelchair.
how do you think you may have pulled this muscle in your neck?
This muscle, this was from dancing.
Oh, then it wasn't even from volunteer work, was it?
Well, I hugged somebody too tight. I leaned over and hugged somebody in a wheelchair.
Really? We may still have a lawsuit
And
there, honey.
I hugged him so, and he hugged me so tight that I got a crank in my shoulder now.
I see.
But at least it was out of love, That's always a good thing.
Well, tell me, as we're on the verge of our departure here from 6 wonderful days at Camp Wabeek, how was your season with the WALH Camp this year?
Yeah, it was beautiful. The weather was great. Everybody was very nice. And the food was good. You just couldn't ask for more.
I totally agree. It's the most wonderful spiritual experience of my whole life.
And I always feel much peaceful and more loving when I leave here and more compassionate toward the whole world when I leave this camp. And I'm on like a high for weeks.
I see it in your eyes. Has anyone told you yet today how beautiful you really are?
No, but thank you.
Thank you for being here.
And
And
it's great being here.
I'll see you back at the homestead.
All right.
God bless and Godspeed. Hi, young man. What's your name?
Nick Story.
Nick Story. Well, that's a nice name. And Nick, I understand this is your first full week at Camp Wabeek, the WALH Camp. Is that true? And what did you think when you first arrived here last Sunday?
No. I didn't know what to expect.
And could you tell us you've had a little bit of fun?
I had fun.
And how does it feel to be here at Camp Wabeek?
It feels good.
You think you'll come back?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll come back.
Oh, well, we'll have to work on your mom and dad, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, we had a ball having you here, man. It was fun all week, and the dance last night was great. By the way, did you go to bed last night?
Yeah, I went to bed.
Ah, you look pretty rested. Well, Nick, it's great to become your friend, and I hope to see you sometime throughout the year, and definitely at camp next year. Take care, my friend. There's the wonderful campers getting their snapshot taken by Bonnie. Oh, that's terrific. She's having such a good time. Everybody's saying goodbye. Oh, how we love camp.
Then I can't stuff the food in his mouth. Then I gotta sit on. Thanks, Mary. And then I gotta sit on Justin's lap. There's I think like bologna.
Wave for the camera. Guys, we're really gonna miss you. Till tomorrow, I'm coming over to your house.